Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so happy and so excited to be here today. If you are new to my YouTube channel, hello, my name is Ellie. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel because we are going to be recreating this beautiful look. I got so many questions asked about this look on my Instagram, so if you guys don't follow me on my Instagram, definitely go follow me. It's going to be listed in the description bar down below. Most of my looks that finally make it onto my YouTube channel will always be shown and seen first on my Instagram, so definitely follow me on there. We're basically going to be recreating this beautiful white liner look and kind of just update you guys on my life. So if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's just jump right into it. As you can see, I already did my base because if I would have done that beforehand, or if I would have showed you guys how I do that, then this video is going to be like 40 minutes long, and we're not trying to do that. If you guys want to see how I achieve my base look, which is basically my foundation, eyebrows, you know, what I use to like set my face and contour and all that good stuff, then definitely check out one of my other videos. I know in my Valentine's Day look one, I went into detail on how I do all of this. So if you're interested, definitely go check that video out. But we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to do the eyes. So basically for the eyes, all you're going to need is going to be a transition color and like a shimmery shade. And that's all you're going to need for the eyeshadow. And of course, a white liner. And the white liner that I'm going to be using is the one from NYX. And I just picked this up at Target. Hold on, that's a brown one actually. Okay, here's the white one. Yeah, so it's from NYX and it's the Epic Wear waterproof one. And it was my first time trying it out yesterday, and it's not my absolute favorite, but it like made the look what I wanted it to look like. So I think it's because it's the waterproof one that I don't really like it. But I'm definitely gonna have to go back to Target and see if they have another white liner so I can try it out. And just to kind of make this go faster, I'm also going to be listing down below in the description box the brushes that I'm using, just so I'm not like sitting here like I'm using this brush or this brush. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna pick up a fluffy brush. It'll be in the bottom bar down below, and I'm picking up a transition color. And if you're wondering what transition colors I'm using, it's from this beautiful Dose of Colors palette. If you guys have been watching my videos, then you guys know that this is my go-to for the transition shades. It's so good, and you know, just never fails. So basically on a fluffy brush, we're just going to put that in our crease. So just something like that. It does not have to be perfect. Like I said, the main point of this eye look is going to be in the white liner anyway, so just any brown transition shade will do. And as I'm doing this other eye, I just want to check in with you guys. How are you guys doing? How's Mercury in retrograde treating you guys? I know for me, these last couple of weeks have been a fucking roller coaster, to say the least. Oh my gosh, I don't even know like where to begin. Well, last week I went to like a routine checkup appointment, and I'm pretty sure it's because, I mean, I wasn't late. I was exactly on time, but like I hate being late to any doctor appointments like that. So I like walked in probably like a minute before my appointment, and I checked in, and I don't know. You guys, I mean, if you've been pregnant before, you know, like you run out of breath even just like talking. It doesn't take much for you to like run out of breath. So I like walked into my appointment, checked in, sat down, and like the second I sat down, they like called my name to go to the back, and we went to the back, and they, you know, checked my weight and my blood pressure. And when they were checking my blood pressure, it was high, and they're like, okay, we're gonna give you like some time to relax, and we're gonna come back and check your blood pressure in a couple of minutes. And they came back in a couple of minutes, but I guess because they told me it was high, I just got like so anxious that like something could possibly be wrong, so I was like freaking out. They came back and checked my blood pressure twice, and it was still showing pretty high and I was freaking out, but I was like, everything is gonna be okay. So then my doctor comes in, because it was just the MA that was, you know, checking my blood pressure and stuff. So then my doctor comes in, like very calmly, nonchalant, like no big deal. She's like, oh yeah, so we're actually gonna send you to the hospital just so they can check your blood pressure and like monitor you for a little bit because your blood pressure was high. We're concerned that there may be like other issues that you know, we can't like take a deeper look into, so we're just gonna go ahead and send you there now. And I was like, okay, like trying not to like freak out because she made it seem like it was no big deal. So I go to the hospital, and as like I'm in the parking garage, you guys, I'm like freaking out. I'm calling Eric and my mom, like nobody's picking up. And because of COVID, like nobody can come to my appointments with me. So I'm like calling them, trying to like update them on like what's happening and what's going on, because if something was truly wrong, then I possibly could have like gone into labor, like not like right then and there, but like maybe within the next day or something. And nobody was picking up, so I was like freaking out, and I'm like trying to multitask, like drive, park, call them, all while I'm freaking out. And as I'm parking, mind you guys, I've like never been in a car accident. Like I consider myself a really good driver. As I'm parking, tell me why I like think I can completely like turn into this parking spot, and tell me why I hit the car that was next to me. And that just like sent me. I started crying. I was like in my car just like crying, freaking out. I was like, what is happening right now? Like my life is literally falling apart. Luckily nobody was in the car, so it wasn't like an issue I had to deal with like right then and there, because I was really freaking out. But finally, after like I cried it out for a little bit, because I mean nobody was answering my phone calls, so I just like sat in my car like crying. I finally like got out of the parking spot, and I was like ready to like write down my insurance information and all this shit, because obviously I'm not a shitty human, and if something like did happen to the car, then I would want them to like be able to give me a call back so we could like figure it out, because nobody was there. But luckily nothing happened to the car, because it was like a bigger SUV and I drive a smaller car, so nothing, absolutely not one scratch, nothing happened to the other car. But my car did just get like a little bit of their like paint on the front with like a little scratch, but it's like no big deal. But it literally felt like my life was falling apart in that second. And yeah, so that happened. And so then I go into the hospital, I'm like checking in, and because of COVID, it's like this whole ordeal. They ask you like 1,000 questions and all this shit, like you guys know. I feel like anywhere you go, it's the same thing, like if you have doctor's appointments or anything like that. And if you guys are wondering, basically the same colors that I used up here, I'm just putting down here in my waterline. But yeah, go into the hospital, do all of that, and then finally get to the back, and they monitored me for like an hour, did blood work. Everything came back completely normal. I think it was just like too anxious while I was at the clinic and all that stuff. So that was kind of like the beginning of the last 2 weeks. And so that was just terrible, and I feel like that kind of just like set the tone for like the next couple of weeks. You guys, it's just been like a roller coaster. If you guys watched my last video, then you guys know that Eric and I applied for an apartment, and we were waiting to hear back to see if we got approved or not. And we did get approved. We just needed to wait on like a couple of other details, and that took a while to figure out. Finally, yesterday, we got the okay and green light to start moving out. And you guys, by the time you guys are watching this, I will be 39 weeks. So I am like the most pregnant that you could get right now. Of course, I'm like moving and doing all of this shit, and it's honestly been so stressful, but I'm trying to, you know, stay positive and just like be grateful, because I know there's so many people in worse situations, and it's just like me complaining and being annoying. But I truly am so grateful for being able to like move out and have a bigger space for me and my family, and I'm so excited. Like I could literally cry right now of like how excited I am to like move out of the apartment that we're currently living in and just like have a better, bigger space. So yeah, I know before all of this great news came to us yesterday, like it's been so incredibly stressful. I can't even like stress it enough. We're over that, we're moving on, and you know, it can only get better from here, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this Jackie Aina palette, and I'm going to be going in with the color Zam, which is this one right here, and it's just like this really pretty shimmery brown color, and it's so beautiful like alone on its own, but it also just like makes any look pop, and I absolutely love this shade. So I'm basically just gonna pick that up on my finger here, and I'm just gonna like set that on my lid. And what I love about this look is that like nothing has to be precise. It's not a cut crease, it's not like certain colors have to go anywhere. Like just throw something in your crease and throw on like a shimmery shade and move on with your life. Like it's so easy, so pretty. And like even if you didn't want to do the white eyeliner, like just throw on a lash and this would be perfect for like literally any kind of look. Like if you wanted to wear this out, I probably would just darken up my crease a little bit and that's it. It's a really cute eyeshadow look. It does have a lot of fallout, so typically I would probably do my eyes first and then my like foundation slash base last, but for the sake of this video and it not being a fucking hour long, we're just gonna like dust off all the fallout. I think that's good, honestly. But yeah, you guys, so I'm so excited because as soon as I'm done filming this video, Eric and I are gonna go pick up the keys to our new apartment. And I'm just so excited. I'm gonna be doing an empty apartment tour for you guys, so definitely stay tuned for that. And I don't know, I just feel like there's so many like new and fun exciting things that I can do. Like I can, if you guys are interested, I can like show you guys how I'm gonna set up my daughter's room, and I don't know, just fun things like that, and like things that I wouldn't have been able to do here just because we're so limited with space. So I don't know, I'm just like so excited to do like the apartment tour for you guys. The apartment is so pretty and I just cannot wait. Now that that's done, we're gonna go in with this white liner, and I really hope you guys can see what I'm about to do. Okay, so whenever I'm doing my liner, I like to like set down the first line first, and I'll do that to both eyes, and then once I have that set, then I'll take a look and try to make my eyeliner as even as possible. And you guys, even for me who's been doing this for a really long time, sometimes one eyeliner will like go straight up and then this other one will go like straight out, and both are cute, but you definitely want them to look as similar as possible. And so if that happens to you, just keep practicing, it's okay. Plus, like once you put your hair down and you throw on like a good lash, like nobody's gonna look at your eyeliner and be like they're pointing in different directions. And you know, even if they are, who gives a shit? Like it's not supposed to be perfect. So yeah, like I said, once I have my two lines drawn out, then I like to take a look at my eye shape, and based on where like I, you know, buffed out my shadow, which is basically like this right here, that's kind of like the direction that I like my eyeliner to go in, just so it like all is cohesive and goes in the same direction. So we're gonna let this dry a little bit because it's still a little wet and it's a little thick because since it's white and we have brown eyeshadow, it kind of doesn't go on like as white as it should. So we're gonna let that dry for a second, then we're gonna go in and do our line and continue on from there. So yeah, basically what ended up happening yesterday, like as soon as I did my wing here, I was gonna let it dry. I did have planned the fact that I was going to like do the other line that goes up here like above the crease, but as I was letting it dry, I like realized I was like moving around and doing all this shit, and you guys see what just happened. It kind of already like did the line for me, so I was like, oh okay. So if you guys are afraid of like doing fun eyeliner looks like that, just do your wing, and before it dries out completely, like look up. The line that it creates before it dries is kind of gonna give you like a little start to where you need to place the second line. And so I don't know, I found that really easy. I mean, I know it can be nerve-wracking. Like when I first started doing fun liner looks like this, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna go in and like do this other line? But sometimes you just have to go with it. Like don't think about it too much, because I've noticed that when you think about like doing your makeup too much, you're wanting it to come out perfect, it's like when it comes out the worst. So just don't think about it, just go with the flow, do it, and more times than not it turns out looking really, really good. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other eye. And because it's me, I already noticed imperfections between both of the eyeliners, but guess what? I don't give a shit. We're just gonna move on. But like I said, we're gonna look up. And there's the line. And of course, each eye has a different eye shape. So you see this one didn't go up as high as this one did. But we're just going to let that dry. And we're going to come back to it once it's dry. And we're going to do the line up here. And then we're going to throw on a lash. But before I do that, I'm going to go in with this NYX pencil in the color Milk. And it's basically this white pencil that I'm going to put in my waterline, just to kind of like match the top of the eye. Now that we have that done, we're going to go back in with the white liner, and we're basically just going to connect those lines together. That's basically what your eyeliner should look like. I think it's so cute, and you guys, I have to give credit where credit is due. I did not come up with this makeup concept myself. I actually saw Kenya, Larry Hernandez's wife, her makeup artist did this really beautiful look, and it's basically the same thing. It's basically just like a brown eyeshadow with the shimmery color on the lid and this white liner. And as soon as I saw it on her, I was like, wow, that is so beautiful, so different. Like, I need to go to the store. And literally the next day I went to the store and bought this white liner because I had one already, but it was dry as hell. So I was like, no, let me just go get another one and try this look out. And you guys, it turned out so pretty yesterday that I was like, I have to like recreate this for my YouTube channel. Plus I kind of wanted to update you guys on what's been going on in my life, because it's been a hot fucking mess. And I know I kind of like summed it up and maybe didn't make it sound as stressful as it was, but I feel like anything at like 9 months pregnant and almost being due is so incredibly stressful. But yeah, I'm so excited to meet my baby. Like, you guys have no freaking idea. I like break my head every single day like thinking about what she's gonna look like, or like her personality and stuff like that. And I'm just like so excited. I like cannot believe I'm gonna have a baby literally like in no more than like 2 weeks. It's fucking nuts. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye. As I mentioned before I started doing this, I told you guys that your eyeliners won't look the same. Like, I know mine don't, but you guys, it doesn't really matter, because once you throw on the eyelash, I promise you won't even be able to tell. And speaking of eyelashes, the lashes that I'm going to be using today are the Yalll Beauty eyelashes in the style Aurora, and they look like this. You guys will be able to see them on my eye in just a second here. But my sister Martha is so obsessed with these eyelashes. Every time she sees them on me, she's like, those lashes just make your eyes look like doll eyes. Like, they're just so good. And you guys, if you guys don't know who Yalll is, or like Yalll Beauty, the brand, he is Beyonce's makeup artist. And when I tell you guys that this lash is everything, you guys, it's so good. You guys definitely have to try it out. They're not too pricey, I don't think. I think for this style I paid $24, but you guys can get a lot of use out of them. Like, I've had them for probably like almost a month now. But I do take care of my eyelashes, especially these, because they're just so freaking good. And he is so talented. Like, I love watching makeup tutorials because I love, you know, getting tips and tricks from these amazing makeup artists who work on like the most beautiful faces. Like, come on, you guys, he's Beyonce's makeup artist. I think he knows what he's doing with the lashes that he's creating. They're so good. But yeah, I went in just now and applied glue on them, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes really quickly and put on some mascara. Okay, now that that's done, we're gonna pick up some tweezers. Oh my gosh, I almost hit my eye with that. We're going to pick up some tweezers, and then we're going to set the lash right where we need to. There's one lash, and there's lash number 2. Yeah, you see, I know my eyeliners weren't exactly the same before, and they weren't perfect before I put on that lash, but as soon as you do put on that lash, it kind of just like, you get the gist of what this makeup look is supposed to be and what it's supposed to look like and the vibe you're going for, but you're not going to be able to tell that they look different, you know? The eyelash really does save you from, you know, noticing all of those little imperfections. And yeah, Looks so cute. So I'm just gonna apply some mascara to my bottom lashes really quickly. Okay, so now that we have the mascara on the bottom lashes, then you guys know that a look by me is never complete unless I do my lips. So we're basically gonna go in with a lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss. And I've showed you guys this a million times too. If you're interested in knowing what this lip combination is, then definitely go down to my Valentine's Day look video. I'm using the same exact products, and I probably won't ever stop using the same exact products because it's just like my go-to lip combination, you know, like it works for me, it looks good, I love it. I'll also just leave it in the bottom bar down below just so it's easy for you guys to like look up. Alright you guys, so the look is complete. I hope you guys learned something new from this video. It's definitely a pretty easy look. I think so. If you guys don't want to do the liner, like I said, it's an easy look because you guys can just do that crease color, a shimmery shadow, and pop on an eyelash, and this look would be so pretty. But like I said, wanted to do something different because I saw this on Kenya and I thought it looked beautiful, and I got so many compliments on my makeup yesterday that I was like, I have to record this for my YouTube channel, and I also have to update you guys on my life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Besos. Okay. No. Apenas acabo de terminar mi video. Okay, I'll see you soon, sweetie. Okay, by the time I'm done like making my videos, I always feel like I forget to tell you guys something, which is really annoying, but that's just kind of like how my brain works these days. So if you guys are interested in knowing anything else, or if you guys have questions about something that I forgot to tell you guys about, follow me on Instagram, DM me. I'm a really, really nice person and I will always reply back to you guys. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say unless I'm like forgetting something. But I love you guys and I'll see you in my next one.